Hey YouTube, we're super excited. We're back and we're ready to do a Ask Justin video. This is the same one that we've been promising for about 3 weeks now, and you guys asked some really good questions and we're going to hit it in just a second. We're also going to look at that clutch that hatched about 2 weeks ago, which we showed you guys the babies and the eggs. Is the Orange Dream REDSTRIPE PIED craziness clutch. We're going to look at those and see what we can see now that they've shed. Super awesome looking. Let's get right to it. All right, Chase, let's do this. It's fun stuff.
All right, so we're doing an Ask Justin today, and you guys left questions for us in our YouTube comments, and we're going to answer a few of them today.
We had some good ones. I saw a few of them as they came in.
We did have some good ones. So, first one here from Juicebox. How do I verify that my business name for selling snakes isn't already taken? I have searched for the name I want and didn't get any results, but I would hate to create a brand and then receive a nasty letter that I'm using their name.
All right, well, that's a tough one.
It is.
You know, it's funny because a lot of people, when they first get in, they want to create that brand early on. You know, it's part of the excitement of it. Everybody.
It is. You're building your own product, essentially. Right,
and that's okay. I remember I did it too. In fact, you know, most people don't know this, but I started out as Smoky Mountain Reptiles.
Really?
Yeah.
All right.
Smoky Mountain Reptiles. Before I ever, I'd hatched some king snakes and stuff, but it was, you know, really early on.
Yeah.
And I actually got one of those letters. I had to cease and desist.
Okay.
Yeah, because there was a little pet store in Gatlinburg, Tennessee that was using Smoky Mountain Reptiles. And I don't even know if that store is still there, but I'm thankful to them because.
Yeah, I would think so.
You know. I couldn't think of a better name though. Honestly, I couldn't think of a good name, and so in the end, kind of as a fallback, I said, "Well, I'm going to go with one that I know that nobody has. I'm going to go with JustinK Reptiles, Jacob Buck Reptiles." And boy, that ended up being a good thing.
I feel like it's worked out.
Nobody's tried to use that one, which has been nice. But as far as, you know, today it's a little easier, I think, because even the small...
Yeah, I feel like you can just do a Facebook search.
Yeah,
just regular
mom and
internet
pop stores
search,
typically have an internet presence enough.
For sure.
That if you do enough searching, you should be able to get a good idea.
And really pinpoint down that, hey, that name's really not been used.
Right. There's been some really awesome names, even recently, just when I thought all the good names are taken by now. There's been a couple.
We'll still see one that's really
There's been a couple, like, man, they nailed it. They came up with their awesome business name. So, yeah.
All right.
That answers the question.
Good deal. Next question is from Brad Payne. Is there any morph you can add to banana to help eliminate the black spots?
Brad, a lot of people love those black spots. I mean, careful getting rid of them too fast there. No, a lot of people do really like that feature of the banana have the spots come in. But, you know, a lot of people don't too, I see.
Yeah.
But, so in my experience, pretty much any morph you add to the banana reduces the spots.
Including banana?
Including if you go to super banana, my understanding is, I've not made a super banana, my understanding is that it's mostly...
Almost no black
either
spots,
completely gone or mostly gone, so that's one easy way. But also, you know, you get 2, 3, 4 other genes in there, almost whatever genes they are, you start to make a significant impact on the reduction of spots. So
there you go.
There you go. Just put it with something.
All right. Next question is from Todd Oldham. What percentage of your breeder females produce each year? And why don't some females produce a flock successfully 3 or 4 times?
That's a good question.
I was gonna say that's the $1 million question right there. You know.
I think we should have our readers, our viewers answer that question. Maybe we'll get the answer to that one. So I think a good year for me would be getting 60 to 80% of females to go, which is really good. That's really good, in fact. But usually I can come into that ballpark. As far as why they don't go sometimes, I mean, I would love to know the answer. I would love to know the answer to that. No matter how many years I do this, I can predict now sometimes if a female's not going to do it or if she's not doing what she's supposed to be doing. But why she's not doing exactly what she's supposed to be doing, why she's not developing,
I feel like it's a whole other level that's very tough to get in.
You know, in the end, they're animals, and biology... You know,
they're gonna do their own thing.
It's always gonna be something that we're learning.
Yeah,
you know,
that's
why when you go to the doctor, they don't have that 100% success rate. They're still practicing medicine, and we're still practicing snake breeding. And someday,
it's kind of part of the fun. You keep learning every year. You learn something new.
It's just part of it. It's fun. Yeah.
Awesome. Next question from MT Universe. Have you ever unlocked a new gene within your collection, such as the Stranger or Monsoon type, as IRES has in the past? Is Gene X one of those?
Yeah, so the Gene X was for me. Now, IRES fantastic because they got the Stranger gene and this new Monsoon type thing. The Monsoon started here in the U.S.,
Yes, yeah.
but now IRES has something that looks similar. It's incredible. That's kind of the holy grail these days, is to hatch something that you didn't know was there.
So that you could definitely make
Right.
your own. And it,
Right. Now for me, it was the Gene X. I knew I had something that was a little different, but I could never have predicted that it'd become what it's become, what it's done, and that's part of development. But for the most part, I would say most of the things I have been either combinations of known genes that I've made, or some sort of situation where I brought in a baby and I knew it was something different from the beginning, so it didn't really pop out.
Yeah.
I don't consider that the same thing.
Awesome. Chris Mariner asks, Freedom Breeder and ARS racks being more expensive, but is it worth the investment before investing into high-end animal projects?
Chris, that's a good question. So that's tough. Most people, they struggle a little bit with whether or not they're buying the expensive racks or buying the animals first. And the animals are obviously a lot more fun, but we need to keep them, safely, keep them carefully. I think for myself, early on, I built a lot of my early racks.
I feel like everyone, it's almost like a starting point for a lot of people. We're like,
right.
You got to build up to that level to where you're like, okay, I kind of need to really start investing,
Right.
into a higher level.
Exactly. I think for a lot of people that transition is when their first racks, either homemade or otherwise, can start to wear out and they feel like they need to change. They've had enough, time under their belt now that
Where they have had some success and they're ready
make
to
that
make
leap
that
towards
leap,
ARS or Freedom Breeder or just any other professional racking system.
Yeah.
I think that's probably the best time to do it for most people.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Scott Jennings asks, with all the recessive genes you work with, when can we expect to start seeing sunset combos from you, namely sunset pieds?
It'll be a while before you see me
It's gonna be a long
producing
while.
on Sunset, and it's not because I don't want to. I'd love to make one. They're amazing, and I just haven't invested in that mutation yet, personally.
The sunset pied will probably be
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
We're looking forward to seeing it.
Yeah,
but
can't wait to see it.
we're not working with it.
Not yet.
Not yet.
But look forward to. That's one of those things we're going to be watching other people as they're working on it, and I anticipate it'll be incredible.
Yeah,
I think
absolutely.
It'll be incredible.
I mean, it's a fantastic looking morph on its own, so
Right.
I'm definitely looking
You take a
forward to
great
seeing
morph
it.
and you combine it with another great morph. Yeah, you're
Absolutely.
golden.
Well, awesome. Jacob asks, what projects that you are not working with are you most excited to see the progress of?
All right. That's a tough one because for the most part, if I'm really excited about a project, I'm working with it, and that's kind of, I put my effort where my interest lies, a lot. And so usually my excitement is the next round of
what we are doing,
what I'm working on,
in
because
already.
I've already put so much work into it, just seeing that fruition. I do like to see other people make cool things, but from the very beginning, JKR has been kind of had the motto of, it's about the craft, not the competition.
Absolutely.
So as soon as I start trying to keep up or trying to make something that's just like what someone else has, as soon as I do that, I've kind of lost. I believe I've lost that edge.
Yeah, you can't focus on bettering yourself while chasing everyone else at the same time.
Right, and that's that's really what it's about. We want to be the best that we can be on the directions that we feel passionate about. The different, and a lot of that is discovery. Going in directions that hasn't been done, discovering if it's any good, maybe saving you all a bunch of time when you find out that it's not. But that's what it's always been about, and that's what's definitely gonna be about, I think, in the future.
Yeah,
it's
for sure.
We encourage our customers to do the same thing. We obviously
Absolutely.
don't want everybody going out there and copying exactly what we do.
Yeah, because that takes a little bit of the fun
Obviously, it's
out
not
of
good
it,
for
like,
us, but it's certainly not good for the for everybody else, the competition either. Because the reality is that we all do best when we kind of forge our own path, and people might see what we make, and that's why we do the videos. In fact, is because people might see what we make, and it gives them an idea.
Yeah, it gives them inspiration
Right.
to be like, you know what, they could take it somewhere else.
Right. They see what this does, and they have okay. With what I have, we know this is going to work now. Let's go take it our own direction, and that's what it's all about.
I feel like it's a key part of making sure you are staying successful personally.
For sure.
And here we go. Lance Kirkman asks, is there any particular Tinley you'd recommend going to?
So both Tinleys are great.
Both of them are awesome.
Yeah. So Tinley's kind of become the international show in the U.S. at this point. For a long time it was Daytona. Back when we used to all go there, everybody would come to Daytona from all over the U.S., all over the world. That would be the show that everybody would kind of end up at. And it was cool because it was at the beach. Tinley's not at the beach, well, unless you count Michigan Beach. Michigan. Yeah.
We probably shouldn't count that as a beach.
Well, it's actually pretty beachy, but it's not warm.
It is.
That's what it's not.
It's not Florida.
Yeah, it's not Florida. But most of the other shows, like Daytona, are fantastic regional shows now, where Florida, Daytona will attract most of what's in Florida.
Kind of like what Arlington is now, even in ARDC. I mean, it's a great show to meet a lot of people in that region.
Yeah, and there's a lot of good breeders in each region, so it's great.
And it's awesome.
But Tinley seems to be the one that kind of pulls from everywhere. And so it ends up being a better show. And the fall one is the bigger of the two.
Yes.
Because, a lot of people have babies in the fall, and we have a lot more tables and everything, but the March one's great. We're going to be there in 2 weeks.
I was going to say, if you guys are going to be there at Tinley, come see us. Come say hi.
For sure.
That's it for this week.
Okay, well, cool. So we're going to take a look at, before the video's over, look at this clutch. So this is the same clutch that was hatching 2 weeks ago when we did the video. And so they've come out, they shed, I think 2 days ago, maybe yesterday. And we're going to take a look at them and see if we can see any more about them, what's going on there. But man, I was looking at them earlier, setting them up. It's like they're just insanely amazing, and better than I would have thought when I was doing the pairing even. Yeah. But boy, it's a head scratcher too.
It's a tough one, yeah. But they look fantastic.
Let's take a look at that now, and thanks guys for submitting your questions. That was
absolutely. We appreciate it, guys.
And until next time. All right, so this is the clutch that we showed when they were still in the eggs. And you see they turned out just amazing. This is just about 2 days after they've shed. And this one I do believe is an Orange Dream Red Stripe pied. It's just a very different kind of tone of orange than your typical Orange Dream pied. And it also has really, really kind of funky little pattern to it. Pretty cool. We have another one in the clutch that has, I'm trying to get this orange to show correctly here. Another one in the clutch here. This is the other one that was OD. So this one is similar, but also extremely striped. There's definitely no yellow belly in this baby. Honestly, it's a really, really, really bright orange, and it's fantastic. But can I tell you with 1,000% confidence has red stripe? No. Based on my kind of early feelings about it, I think that red stripe is going to be something that's really hard to ID consistently in a pied. Does it make them better? I think so. I think we're seeing a 10, maybe 15, 20% color brightness change, which in the end, things like that make a massive difference when you start piling on different things that make just a little bit of a difference. In the end, that may be the difference that really makes the animal way better than all the others. So these are some of the ones. Those are the ones without pastel in the clutch. Then we have these extremely bright, extremely clean babies that do have pastel in them. So this one, I see pastel, I see yellow belly, I think probably Orange Dream, but could I say for sure? Nah, not 1,000%. It also could be red stripe, nice solid stripe on that. Beautiful, beautiful animal. Then there's this one, which is also very similar in color. Really cool, similar head stamp. This one's got a higher pattern on it and some of this weird fracturing of the saddles, which we see in pies sometimes. It's really neat to see. Just incredible. Then we have a couple here without yellow belly. Let's pull these aside. So this one, there's no yellow belly in it for sure. We still have pastel. We still, I think, probably have Orange Dream, potentially red stripe, but definitely no yellow belly in there. You see the tone difference compared to one with yellow belly. You see the jagged pattern the yellow belly brings into these saddles.
Really nice defined saddles on these that have this pixelation at the edge. So I definitely wanted to show off this clutch because you guys have seen it earlier and I didn't want to leave you hanging on it. I don't have all the answers for it, except for I know these animals are just insanely amazing, and I look forward to trying to figure it all out in the future as we go. All right, guys, hope you really enjoyed that. I got some of your questions answered and saw some really, really cool snakes. A quick tease for the next video. We're really looking forward to this. Chase and I have been working and talking about this video for a really long time. We have some of the footage down, and it's going to be a new unveil of a really awesome project. Cannot wait. So don't miss that. And then on, I think it's March 16 and 17 is the March Tinley show, which if you can make it, we'd love to meet you there. It's one of the few shows that JKR sets up at, puts some of the really neat animals out there for people to see in person. Can't wait to show you those as well. So stay tuned. See you next time, YouTube.